since your first time. Open up and let your heart flow. Dare to be different, show 'em how it go. Of course they gon' hate, that's a part of life. But that's when you really know you're doing right. They like to keep it classy, you don't need to fight. Just kidding them with the six.
Hello Aries, welcome or welcome back if you're returning. This is going to be a general reading for you guys. I'm just going to let the cards talk and see whatever energies or situations you may be experiencing, seeing what the cards are talking about. I did channel before I turned the camera on, so I'll get into those in a second. As you know, everything in the description is down below, so definitely check that out when you get a chance. I rolled some astrological dice and some six-sided dice as well to also give me a little bit more information or clarity or whatever that you may need for yourself. So let's get into that right now, Aries. So the number that I rolled was 6, 3, and 2, which breaks down to an 11. So 632 or the number 11 could be significant to you right now or for you. And then I rolled the South Node, so something with your South Node could be significant if you are into like your chart and know about your chart. You have the 8th house could be significant for you right now, and also the sign Cancer, so you could be a Cancer moon or rising watching this, or you could be a cross watcher watching for Aries as a Cancer. What else do I have here? Also channeled the word living and early, so like living, I don't know, like you could be like living more, like just getting out and, you know, living life a lot more. Maybe you could be living in a different place or looking to live somewhere else. Early, early you might be like starting to be on like an early schedule, starting something early. Maybe something about like, did I say early mornings already? I'm just going right now, I'm sorry. But like having early mornings, maybe like an early morning routine or something like that, being early, like maybe giving birth early or something like that, I don't know. Also the word modern, so like this could be like maybe you're getting into like more modern things, like maybe into modern art or making things a lot more modern, like updating like maybe like your wardrobe or like your wardrobe, your style, your house, something, you're just making it more modern. But yeah, Aries, that's what I channeled and got for you guys. So let's get into the cards and see what they have to say. All right, we got one, and we have the Star. All right, Aries. So we have hope. There's healing here. You're putting yourself into something while also giving back as well. So something that you're investing in is also giving back to the community or giving back to other people in some sort of way here. You could be the star of something. It could be miracles. It's funny, the number 8, the 8th house could be significant. The first card out is 17, which breaks down to an 8. So definitely the 8th house has to do with like death and rebirth, secrets. It's ruled by Scorpio, so maybe you have a something prominent or something significant or something in your 8th house. Maybe you have some sort of like Scorpio, a lot of Scorpio energy in your chart. Let's see. I heard the word calm. Just looking at the star, I heard like calm or like calming. So you could be getting into some like maybe routines or rituals that make you feel a lot more calm, or maybe some sort of therapy or something. We have the 5 of Pentacles. And I'm also sorry, I didn't mention that you may hear some music. My neighbor is playing music and it's kind of loud, so that's what that is, if you can hear it. So I apologize in advance. But yeah, 5 of Pentacles. There's like some sort of like hope after like some sort of loss or feeling like left out in the cold. This could have to do with like financial issues, or maybe just a little hiccup in like, you know, how you're spending, or like something bad that you invested in. Just looking at my notes over here. Oop, come on. Oop, come on. Jesus. All right. You could be giving back to the homeless or to people in need here. be donating to like the Salvation Army, which I heard is not a very good foundation, so screw them. But just giving back to some sort of foundation, community, or something like that definitely could be something that you're doing here. We have the Nine of, oh wow, we have the Nine of Swords. So so going back to like that hope and like calming, you know, something like maybe with the Nine of Swords, I feel like this is trauma for some reason. So like maybe you're helping people get through like trauma of like maybe losing a house, or like rehoming, maybe doing something with like orphans, or at an orphanage. Also, like I'm saying something about counseling, so maybe counseling like homeless people who are homeless, or people who have like mental health problems. The Seven of Pentacles. And see, this card, when I look at it, it almost looks like he's looking at the bush, right? But it almost kind of looks like when somebody's listening to you, they're just kind of like sitting there like this, and they're like listening to like maybe somebody's story or problems or something like that. This is about investing in something and waiting for your return into it. Excuse me, waiting for your return on in that investment. Also, it's about like more work needs to be put into the situation, and that's almost kind of like what I'm getting from this is like, okay, you're like the center of hope for maybe like, I don't want to say a lot of people, but for, you know, for some people, and maybe like you're there to provide some sort of like resource for these people. For others of you, this could be a situation where, like, for you Aries, you could just be going through a tough time, but you're not giving up hope. You still have a lot of hope. You have a lot of brightness around you with this Star card. There's a lot of healing here. Excuse me. So maybe you're just keeping the faith during this hard time for some of you. Ace of Wands. Or a bright idea. So it could be having a bright idea to get you out of this tough time, or maybe you are coming up with ideas to help people out of like a tough time, out of, you know, or going through maybe like rough housing, like rough households or childhoods or something like that. And then I also got like passing the baton with the Ace of Wands, because it almost looks like they're like passing a baton, right? Like they're handing down something to someone. So maybe this is you handing down like literally handing out something, or giving, or handing, not hand-me-downs, but like you're passing the torch on to somebody, or somebody's passing the torch to you. You have the Strength card, another number 8 under the star, which breaks down to an 8, so that's cool. So so for some of you, this is like strength and fortitude when it comes to like this hard situation. If this is you going through this, Aries, this is you keeping the faith and having the inner strength to tame the lion, go up against, you know, putting your nose to the grindstone, and like you're just really just going. You're going head on. You're taking things head on, and it's like you're not letting like this hard rough time stop you or get to you. Like you're on a mission here, and for others, it's like you are this pillar of strength and this bright light for other people. This is you. I feel like this could be you using like your spiritual gifts, or like your empathic gifts or something like that, like, or just your inner strength to help people get through. Like you're using your natural you're using your almost like your natural survival instincts or something like that to help people get through something, or that's you tapping into that. The lovers. So you're making the decision. I also get the feeling that this is underneath the Five of Pentacles. This is like I get like somebody, because this person is like helping this other one out of the cold, right? It's like it looks like I mean they're outside in the cold, but it's really like they're taking somebody in from the cold here. And that's maybe you taking people out of the cold and out of the cold, and then like this is like you here. This is coming up as the lovers, where it's like people see you as like this pure, loving, this naturally loving person, and people feel safe with you, or you make people feel safe, or like King of Cups. Underneath the Nine of Swords. The Justice card. I feel like I just got like make decisions for people for some reason. King of Cups underneath the Nine of Swords. It's like maybe for some of you there is there is some fears, anxieties around like masculinity or like masculine energy. I don't want to say masculinity. Like the masculine emotional side, right? Like being that for someone, or someone being that for you, or maybe this is like you just being that like emotionally mature, very like cool, calm, watery side of you, right? That helps people get through these times, these Nine of Swords times, right? Like I was saying, like you're like that beacon of light for other people, that pillar of strength for people, and then you just have like this very strong sense of being in tune with your emotions and other people's emotions. And like I was saying, like maybe you using like your spiritual gifts, or like your empathic nature to help people through things. And this is just that, and this is just representative of that coming through as the King of Cups. The Justice card underneath the Seven of Pentacles is where I was saying like you make decisions for people. Like when I look at this card, it's just like, okay, like the bush is like somebody like sitting in a chair, and this is like you, or like a therapist just like listening to that person, right? Because it just kind of almost looks like he's like just looking at this person and just like listening to him. And it's like maybe you make decisions, you come up with like these ideas or like these plans for people. You have the Five of Wands underneath the Ace of Wands. Which makes me feel like there is a Four of Wands energy in between that, from the Ace to the Four. I mean, from the Ace to the Five, there is 4 cards in between, right? 4 plus 1 is 5, so Four of Wands energy is at play. So I was getting that when I said earlier about like there being a people coming from like rough households, or like just being like homeless or something like that. That could be at play here. But then it's like the Five of Wands is like arguments, battles. It just could also just be still like that rough, like a rough time, right? Coming from like a household where there's a lot of fighting, a lot of violence, or something like that. And maybe this is you coming up with like creative solutions to get these people out of those situations, or just being like or like just being somebody's I don't know, like It's like you know how to create ways for people. It's like you know how to create a way for people. Let's clarify. Which is interesting because I did say like something about like living, right? When I channeled earlier, so like living. So this could be about people's living situations, or even going back to your own living situation, Aries. But again, like these readings are, you know, it's vice versa. It takes what resonates, you know. But like, you know, this could, even what I'm saying, if it's like you helping other people, this could be people helping you. You know, being that person that comes from those circumstances, right? And this could be somebody who is that pillar of life and strength for you, and then they help you find a way and all of that, you know. Don't like taking two cards at once. Alright, we have the Sun. So more hope and happiness here. Also a card about being in a good, having a good mental health or good mental state. Feeling free. So this could be you feeling free of your like situation, right? It's like somebody here helps you find a way out of your situation, and it brings, and here comes the Sun. Or this could be vice versa, like, or what you do makes you very happy, and you know, people see you as like, again, like this bright light. You help counsel people back to this good state of mind. You bring positivity and joy to other people's lives, or this is what you do brings to your life. It's like you help people keep the faith. It's like you have faith in humanity and faith in yourself. You have faith in the people that you help, and that shows through your work and how people are able to rehabilitate themselves because of your help. You may help people. You may help people keep their own faith. You know, like they, like some people just lose their way, like their will to like maybe live, or you know, something like that. Yeah, like you could be a grief counselor. Three of Swords. You could be a grief counselor, or becoming, or thinking of becoming a grief counselor, or seeing a grief counselor. But whatever you do, or whatever somebody does for you, it definitely brings back sparks of hope into your life. Seven of Swords. Yeah, like I feel like you help people that have like these Three of Swords, Seven of Swords moments. What is in between that? Four of Swords. From the 3 to the 7, there's a Four of Swords energy. So like, yeah, like even the Four of Swords is about like resting and contemplation. Could be about sickness sometimes, but that's what I'm saying. Like you could help people who have like mental illness, or you help people rehabilitate themselves. Or you facilitate the you facilitate the rehabilitation process for people. Oh, and we have the Star again. Didn't I just like literally like you are like an earth angel to these people? Like you really facilitate healing on this plane. It's like whatever. It's like I was saying, like in the very beginning of the reading, I'm like something that you do, you put in effort and energy, and you invest all of that into something, but it's also giving back in a way too. So this is definitely like definitely that. Page of Pentacles. And then I say earlier, like, this is the student card, or like taking up like a course or even teaching people. And was even though it's a page, but it's still like you still teach people with being a page. But taking up being a student, taking up classes, like I was saying, like you could be becoming a grief counselor, taking classes to become a counselor, or just some sort of like person that helps others in that way in general. And then last card I'm gonna take Eight of Pentacles, hard work. It's like you're doing the work. This is like my life path card as well too. So like you're doing the work. You are literally doing the work, and you're helping people every single day by what it is that you're doing, or whatever it is that you are planning to do or becoming. You literally help. You're going to be helping people, and you're going to be facilitating healing all the way. And you are a one-of-a-kind person. You are very spiritual, and even if you're not like necessarily a spiritual person, but like what you do spiritually helps people. You're very empathic, you're very strong, and people see that in you. They can feel that from you, and that inspires them to get themselves together. Man, you're a very healing soul. That's literally all it is. You're a very healing soul. Alright, Aries, so I'm going to leave it there. That's all I'm saying for you. I hope that was helpful. If it was, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time.
We can go on.